Aldridge again. Scott. That one goes. Count.
Well, the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Out of bounds. Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Gallinari comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Richardson in for Jose Calderon. It's Thompson off the drive. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Heinrich kicks to Gallinari. 18 feet out. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, it's easier to protect the lead if you can get nice high percentage shots rather than settle for long three-pointers that they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, shooting percentage a function of shot selection. I think they've got to keep the pressure on each possession. And I think that's easy to do when you're attacking the paint and not settling for threes.
.59 seconds left in the first half. Heinrich again. Clausen. Heinrich kicks to Gallinari. Passes to Hollins. In the corner, it's Richardson. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Clausen kicks to Scott. He dishes it to Thompson. It's tipped. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the wing on the left. Heinrich outside. Right side Aldridge. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they look helpless defensively. Yeah, he is none too pleased with the play of his club out there, and looks like they need a little time to get things sorted out here.
I don't know of any coaches that would be too happy if they just saw their team give up a run like this one.
Atlanta calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Augustine. Thompson outside. Shot to stop the run. No good.
He saw that one was going long, and he tracked it down.
Jefferson. Got it off, and that concludes the first half. The Hornets on top. They lead by 11. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
We've got Gallinari. Al Jefferson up there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Exum, and it's Richardson, and it's the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
Al Horford, 6'10", 250, really a natural power forward who's been asked to play at center for his whole career. He's shown himself willing to battle bigger players inside, but you got to think he'd welcome a chance to switch back to the 4 spot.
Here's Jefferson. Horford with the block. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks, a team that looks to spread the floor with shooting. Coach Mike Budenholzer said, we don't want to just be a three-point shooting team. We want to get to the rim first. By creating that space, we give our guards and our bigs a chance to attack. If the paint is taken away, we'll look for our shooters. Good strategy, Kevin.
Coach Bud coming from San Antonio, Doris. The Hawks trying to create that same kind of spacing.
for Horford, you know, able to scrap inside to overcome his lack of size defensively. His quickness is his biggest advantage. I mean, he's excellent at moving in space and defending the pick and roll.
Aldridge, the pass to Exum. Nice pass in there by Charlotte. And he gets it to go. Jefferson's got the lead up to 11 now for Charlotte.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Right. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. He's talking about Horford's advantages playing center. Certainly his offensive skills among those advantages.
Yeah, and an excellent mid-range jump shooter and ball handler. He can face up. He can draw opposing bigs further out than they'd like. But he's also strong enough and quick enough to get past them and get to the rim.
Back to Richardson. Jefferson drawn the double team. He kicks to Richardson. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Some changes for Charlotte. Hollins is checked in, and Gordon Hayward is subbed in for Gallinari. The Hawks trail by 8. Now the dish to Korver. Back to Lawson. And Thompson kicks to Horford. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what put them in front here.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Richardson. 12-point, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point lane.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
Jose Calderon. He's checked in for Exum. And the second free throw, good. Clark, Charlotte for so long had been the team to beat up on in the East, but they turned the tides on everyone last season.
And, you know, sometimes you can expect a team to turn it around if they have an injury or two the year prior, but Charlotte, I think, took a lot of teams by surprise last year.
Charlotte leading by 7. Lawson's against Calderon. And there's the pass to Richardson. No good on the triple.
And the offense continues to struggle. Just 1 make in their 5 attempts.
And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Charlotte. Horford with the screen on Calderon. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's off from 3-point range. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Hayward. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Lawson, here we go. Can't get it to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here is Calderon. He's got 8. Aldridge kicks to Heinrich. Beyond the arc. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got 3 assists in the game. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
You know, as great as Aldridge was in the first half of last year, you felt like he was going to really kick it into overdrive in the second half of the season because of his all-star snub.
Atlanta making some changes. Scott comes in for Brandon Wright. And Parker subbed in for Kyle Korver. Here's Lawson. He's got 8. And Aldridge, in saying he should have been a starter in last year's All-Star game, probably comparing the Blazers record at the time to that of Kevin Love's of Minnesota.
Yeah, but it's not just team success. I mean, one thing for Aldridge, he takes some tough shots. A 23-point per game score, but his shooting efficiency was actually below average last season.
Back to Calderon. Pass to Hayward. 5 to shoot. Calderon dishes to Hayward. The offensive rebound. And the foul on Mike Scott. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Calderon against Lawson. Calderon kicks to Heinrich. And that one's good. And it's a 12-point Hornets lead. Calderon against Lawson. Kicks to Thompson. Fades back. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Thompson's got 15. Now here's Calderon. 8 points for him. And there's the feed to Hayward. And another 3 for Charlotte.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
And you really notice it at that end of the floor where they continue to get open looks and knock them down.
This is to Horford. Fades and shoots. And the basket good. 12 points for him.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Aldridge with his screen on Thompson. Aldridge kicks to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. Calderon passes to Hayward. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Horford.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, Gordon Hayward unable to reach an agreement on a contract extension with the Utah Jazz last season. So instead, it played out in restricted free agency. A player with a lot of admirers around the league, and a big raise, certainly a given for him.
White is checked in for Al Horford. And for Hayward in a contract year, upping his rebounding and speed his passing rates, but his shooting numbers did take a dip.
I think that's the key for Hayward's future, Kevin. He's got to be very consistent from the perimeter to become an all-star. He's already such a terrific all-around player, but if he can be really solid from the perimeter and consistent, look out.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
And stolen by Lawson. The drive by Scott. He feeds it to Parker. Here's Lawson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, Ty Lawson in this one, he has 8 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively. The Atlanta Hawks with relatively new leadership in the front office, and the team is going in more of an analytic direction. Head coach Mike Budenholzer, from his time in San Antonio, certainly well-versed in that approach as well.
Pass to Gallinari. The 15-footer. Bank shot, no good.
What was the defense doing there? And he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
When you look at this new direction for the Hawks, they're definitely fond of elite shooters to space the floor, and they've looked for players who can defend the pick and roll. So a commitment to high-efficiency offense and denying that type of offense by the other team is really what you see this team trying to build towards. And Mike Budenholzer, their coach, comes from the San Antonio Spurs way of playing and thinking, and you can start to see some of that imprint on this Hawks team.
Hornets leading by 10. And here's Anderson for 3. And that one's good. Anderson's got 6.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
Left side, Scott. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. And it's Thompson again missing. And Stevie talked about forces. With Horford gone, the Hawks played 5 3-point shooters in their starting lineup.
And that matchup gave the Pacers all kinds of trouble